It would have been a 7 or 8 hour trip for 16-year-old Tariq through treacherous terrain, through potential Taliban hotspots, and of course under drone surveillance.
It was the first time that the international media, the drone victims, tribal elders, and the general public came together. It was held in a 5-star hotel. The tribal elders spoke in terms of political implications, how they felt, and the drone victims spoke about personal stories.
This is a topic that friends resolved to refuse to fill that job.
It was a gathering to get the voice of the victims of drone attacks out to the general public as well as the rest of the world.
And that was the main goal. We were going to use the media to try and establish who had been killed and also why, where and how.
Well, because of the inaccessibility of Waziristan, it's very, very hard to compile any kind of credible evidence or evidence that other people will see as credible. That was part of the reason we organised this conference in Islamabad.
We called it a jirga.
A jirga is a traditional tribal gathering.
That's what people in that area use to settle their disputes.
At one stage I came across a young boy, Tariq Aziz. When I was talking to Tariq, one of the first things that he did was he handed me his cousin's student ID card, and as I looked at it, I looked back at Tariq and I noticed that he was crying. He started to tell me the story of his cousin who had been killed from a drone strike. He'd come to the jirga primarily to inform us a little bit more about what had happened to his cousin, to people in his local village, and find out how to stop the killing. And we sat together all day, we ate together at lunchtime, we laughed together, we became friends. Tariq was extremely intelligent and funny to be around. He had a nice sense of humour. He was fascinated by photography and intrigued by Western music, mentioning artists, and one that sprang to mind was Lady Gaga. He started to talk about drone strikes in his village, how he was unable to sleep at night, he was scared, he was worried about his family, his friends. Tariq was traumatised.
He wanted to talk about how he was affected by drone attacks and basically to give the message that the people of Waziristan want justice against the killings of innocent civilians under drone attacks that are operated by the US.
और जिसने तकरीबन उस दिन मैंने सब चीजें कैमरा को साथ रखा दर्दनाक कहानी इन बच्चों की दूसरा इनका फायदा ये भी वो समझ रहे थे ये हमारा दूसरा भाई है ये भी ड्रोन में बहुत हो चुका है ये उनको कुछ मालूम नहीं होगा कि मेरी माँ और मेरा बाप के टुकड़े यहाँ पर पड़े हैं.
And people who were gathered there adopted a resolution condemning the strikes. The outcome of the jirga was a big success because it allowed people to come together, listen to stories, and come to a common resolution. Then we went together to a rally, and Tariq Aziz traveled there with us.
We travelled towards the rally, and Tariq sat next to me. He seemed relaxed. He was laughing with his friends. Tariq and everybody else got out, and they went to the rally.
Thousands of Pakistanis came to support a giant rally on Sunday. The protest against the United States drone attack in Pakistan.
जो ड्रोन है ये पाकिस्तान के अवाम की ह्यूमन राइट्स की
people from all over the country, irrespective of their ages and backgrounds, came together to the rally. After that, Tariq Aziz and the other attendees returned to their homes.
फुटबॉल मैच में ऐसा बोता
كركلات ونسبة توجه تتوكل على الجنة فوتبال والعودة سرر تشكي
هم برکشته چلوڑا میج تپریگ کلیتا گاڑشی پلولیتا مشتب لگولا کمو آغاتا ہوئی لیتا بریر غور سرا عبدالعزیز طارق عزیز بریر ہوئی مشترا गाड़ी में मुसारा रोड से मुसारा खपल तो तुम गाड़ा हुआ दादा गाड़ी का मुसारा चेक लग दे
كترك وزن في ماولي لك بيرت اشترطا غاسو ترشان تو كم جان پر وتا لك دا باي بدي دي لك مو کو به لك لك فاستو ډېر غاډای لك مونږ ته وځي بس تیر دشه
لك اولاد چورس د اول تاسو د کډر سره غابرو چې بزنس وکړي څه کړه
2 days later, I got a call.
You know, I heard about Tariq a few days later after I'd gone back to England.
I got an email.
I was at work when we found out.
An email and a telephone
4
call.
days after the Jirga, I received an email from Shahzad. The email simply said Tariq as the heading, and I opened it instantly. To my shock, I found out that Tariq had been murdered by a drone strike.
And that was a shock. I was like, how is it possible? Where was he? What was he doing? And it's like completely unbelievable.
دغه تاریخ وشتره چې کله مو اتوار علی کنه مو ته چې ما په ځخن کې دا نه راځي چې کله کې مو ور علی کنه وجه دا ورور دي
My initial thoughts were, this wasn't happening. This was just a dream.
We didn't think that Tariq, the 16-year-old kid who wanted to talk about football, would be killed in a drone attack the same week that we'd met him.